All right, everyone, welcome back to AFTV and the second part of the Super Fan Debate. This time we're looking at the combined 11 because Arsenal are playing. What are you doing? You having a little gig already?
We got into his head already, Robbie.
We've not even started. It's a combined 11. And this should be interesting because I've already heard some of the debates going on before. Before we do, let's welcome everyone. We've got Drifty.
Pleasure as always.
We've got Izzy in the house. We've got Robbie and we've got lead judges. Welcome, guys. If you haven't seen part one, go check that out. It's a simple debate. Who's going to win it? And a bit of back and forth there. Bit of a discussion around Nunez as well. But I think we're going to be talking about every position today because obviously it's a combined 11. And we've got to try and squeeze them all into 11 players, 11 positions. I assume we'll go with the 4-3-3. But the first thing we've got to discuss is this on form. Are we talking about...
On form, yeah.
On current form, who you're taking today?
It has to be otherwise.
I think it has to be a combination of the two because you've got to respect a little bit
of what they've done
in the past, but also
just a little bit.
But you also got to respect the on form. You know what? The interesting thing about it is that once upon a time, had we have done this show,
I wouldn't want to be doing this show, Robbie.
Yeah,
there'd have been no point.
Probably be no point. But there is now. There is now. Yeah, I mean,
I'm loving the chest.
Was it last year you did a combined 11 with AGT and you managed to squeeze in like five Arsenal players?
I squeezed about 5 players. I squeezed.
Yeah, that's why he's been dropped for this one. Like, I mean, not ruthless enough.
I squeezed.
Too nice, Alex. You're too nice.
But but this time round, I genuinely feel that a lot of our players are in there.
Subs? Or?
Be an interesting debate, this one,
I think it should be 50% form, 50% ability. I think that's a fair way to do it.
I think the way you look at it is, if you're playing a game tomorrow, who do you honestly want in your team?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
I like that one.
Well, let's do it. In goal.
We know. We could just
We'll start on the left.
Yeah. No disrespect, but there's no point.
So they think Ramsdale too. Fair enough.
Well, listen. Let's be real, Robbie. There's no. Listen, hear me out. There's none of that. Not when it comes to keeper. Let's just skip and go fullbacks and centre backs.
Put some respect on
Ramsdale.
Disrespect. We're not disrespecting. We're just saying.
It is Alisson.
The best keeper in the world.
It is. I don't know if he's the best in the world, but no.
He's the keeper in the world right now.
Who's better?
Well, listen, and I think Alisson this season...
Jordan, that reckons.
Oh, he's better than Alisson.
Who's better than Alisson in the world?
Neuer?
No.
Not anymore.
Neuer? Robbie, you're living in 016.
To Stegen?
No.
Oh my God! No.
You name me top goalkeepers, but they're not better.
Who's Brazilian goalkeeper?
Buffon.
Alisson.
Is he in front of Alisson?
Yeah.
Di Maria was...
Donnarumma. Well, I'll tell you what. No. I've just thought of one night,
Who?
Well, Lloris after those Spurs fans last week.
So listen, it's Alisson. Alisson in goal.
Yeah.
He's had a lot to do this season.
He's so good that our tactic is get out of the way and let him save. That's actually our tactic.
That is your plan.
That's literally our tactic.
I think you can. They're dismissing Ramsdale a little bit, but at the end of the day, Alisson is top goalkeeper.
That's the reason why. Yeah. It's not. We're not disrespecting Ramsdale.
Alisson.
We're just saying. Yeah.
Do you guys rate Ramsdale? I'm curious how other people see it, because what we see, obviously week in, week out, is his distribution's incredible. And obviously Alisson Ederson were given a lot of props for that when they kind of first arrived. Do you see any of that in Ramsdale?
I think Ramsdale's cold, man. Honestly speaking. I don't know why he's not England's number one, to be honest. I don't think it should be Pickford.
I think he's... what I think makes him good is the expectation was low. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. If he was like a 50 million goalie, I wouldn't really be as impressed with him. But because you brought him in, no one believed in him. Everybody thought that, what the hell are you doing? How well he's done is why I'm so impressed with him. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I do think he's a good goalie.
I get that.
But I think it's more the expectation was low and he's super exceeded
where obviously with Alisson, he's had that expectation and he's done it.
Yeah, he was an expensive keeper. Yeah, he came in and he's been unbelievable.
And I think with Alisson, the one thing that I think whether you could say is the better goalkeeper than certain other goalkeepers and all that is a debate on it, but I think he's got presence. Yeah. When he plays, there's a presence. Yeah. And I think that's important,
Yeah. All right, now it gets interesting immediately. Right back in this back four. I'm going to start with the Arsenal side of things. You're picking him tomorrow.
Look, listen, I'm a big fan of Trent. I've got to say, and I think that he should be nailed on for the England squad. So should Ben White, to be honest, you know what I mean? But if you're going to have the right bet, I'm going to have to go for Trent. I think, I do like him going forward, and I think he's still a very, very good player.
I'm I'm sorry, I wouldn't. Not currently, no. Not currently. I'm a big fan of Trent. I think going forward, brilliant. Set pieces, brilliant. But he's a right back. Yeah? So that means, right, a big portion of your job is to defend. And that's why he's not getting in the England team at the moment. Because Southgate, everyone's cussing him. But in a way, on this one, he's right. No. Right? When he looks at the options, hold on. When he looks on, I'm not saying he shouldn't be in the squad, Trent Alexander-Arnold, but I wouldn't have him starting for England. I'd have Reece James over him because Reece James is a better defender. And
is he?
Yes, he is. And that's a big portion of his job.
His mistakes never get highlighted. Right. He's made so many mistakes.
Trent Alexander-Arnold, I feel defensively is quite poor.
Do you think that's been...
Listen, not even that I think defensively he's poor.
No.
I think once that guy gets over the halfway line, he's brilliant. You know what I mean? His distribution, his distribution is probably the best in the league. His corners, free kicks, that is brilliant. Crosses into the box. But defensively, no, I'm not having him, man. I'd rather have Ben White start.
Can I just say things about this defensively thing? I think it's been definitely highlighted from the England thing. Because you are right what you're saying. Whenever fullbacks make mistakes or whatever, and I'm pretty sure James has made some as well. It doesn't for all of this because of this England thing. It's like, we've got to make excuses why he shouldn't be in the squad to help out.
No, it's not just England. If you see him this season,
he's not
for Liverpool, he's been poor for. If we're playing a game next week, we don't want in my back, right back. I'd rather have Ben White than Trent right now. Trent has been all over the place this season. That's
fully dismissing what he does going forward, though, because if you look at
I let
the way...
my forwards do that.
No, but
on this occasion, I let my forwards do that.
Look at our style.
But your main job is to defend.
Not in our team.
Look at our style.
Not in our team.
Hence why you're leaking so many goals.
You know what it is? He can't be bothered, and I don't like that. I'm not going to defend.
Well, then how can he be in the team?
Because his instructions are to attack.
Yeah, he only played two at the back, really.
In my opinion, Trent has got to a point of his career where he's like, I'm so good going forward. That's how people notice me. So I just want to be more involved in the attack, and it's making him kind of have a lazy defensive attitude.
You're not doing your role.
I could give you hundreds of games he's been brilliant defensively. He can defend. At the moment, he's just being a bit lazy. This season he's been poor, but that doesn't mean he can't defend.
He's won this season, innit?
He's played 250 games in the league. We can't just talk about the 7 he's played this year. Let's talk about all of the games he's played.
24 years old and won everything.
23, bro. He's 23.
I'm saying, right, my man said...
Is he 24? Happy birthday, Trent.
Happy birthday, Trent.
Happy birthday, Trent, but you're not starting in this team, right? I mean,
what can Ben White do? What can Ben White do going forward?
One of them two I'd start over him.
Tommy,
because to me, right, you are right back as well. That's a very important part.
So you're saying Tommy Yassi's
still got job
over I think
PTSD.
Defending is a very
probably Tommy Yassi's.
All right, so I'll tell you what. Yeah, their way of thinking. Let's not have a right back then. Forget it. No, nobody. No. That's your way. No, hold on. Your way of thinking. Don't bother the right back.
That's how Liverpool do play to us.
Sorry, don't bother. I have to leave everyone else to do that.
No, not at all. But you're completely.
But you're asking me, right? I'm saying, I'm telling you the truth. And this is a guy that I respect, Trent Alexander-Arnold. But I'm saying defensively at the moment, he's poor.
But that's a very easy way to dismiss what he does.
Even you know that, and you know that.
No, he's not switched on. He's not switched on. I get that. But Lee said it himself. What he does going forward is unbelievable. You can't just dismiss it just because he's not doing that.
He shouldn't even be in the side, should he? Even in your side, if you're saying
no, but that's a mental thing. I think he needs a break, but we're not figuring that.
We'll give him a break. Ben White will be in.
I'm going Trent.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the vote. So it's one for Ben White, one for
Trent. As Robbie does make a good case for it, like. But I do think if you're going to go on I'm a big Trent fan. I think he's a very, very good player.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
That's
at least just keeping it real.
I think Trent should start playing like a winger.
I think he should play central midfield.
Midfield or winger. Because he's too good not to be in a team, but he can't defend.
No, he doesn't want to. There's a difference, bro.
So
they don't want to, then do one. You know what I mean? That's a big part of your job. Imagine you're the manager. No, but what happens? How do you let that man get in beyond you? Because I don't want to do it.
That's why we're upset with him at the moment.
It's beneath me. defending is beneath
No,
me.
I
Trent
don't
Alexander-Arnold.
think he thinks that. I just
No,
think
but
he
that's
wants
like you saying it, isn't it?
he wants to be involved in the attack.
All right, so Alisson's in goal, and we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Let's go to the centre
Elite
backs
goals.
then. And actually a lot to choose from, because on the Arsenal side, you've got Saliba, Gabriel, White, and then you could put 3 or 4 forward with Konate, Matip, Van Dijk. I know Gomez hasn't been quite at his best, but we also knew what he was a couple of years ago. So who are we putting forward first? We'll start on the Liverpool end.
I think we can both agree on. I can speak on behalf of everybody actually on this table. I'll go for Big Virgil. We'll just stash him in there.
I gotta be honest with you though, bro. This is a clone. This Virgil that's playing now is a clone. The real one's sitting waiting for the World Cup. This is a clone, bro. I don't know.
It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same Van Dijk that we're used to seeing. Agreed.
He's getting on my nerves, if I'm being completely
honest.
Oh, is
it?
Yeah.
Saliba and Gabriel then, Robert.
There is something about him that doesn't look right.
Yeah, no, he's waiting for the World Cup. 100%. He missed the Euros through the ACL.
Oh, that's a terrific point.
And he really does not want to miss the World Cup. And if you watch the games, to me, he just looks like he's like, I do what I need to do, but I'm not going to risk anything.
No.
And I'm not going to lie, I fully understand
But with that knee thing,
but it is
that's
annoying
what I'm saying.
me. It's annoying me though, because I don't want to be out the title race, and the way he's playing, it's making.
I wouldn't just blame him. Do you get it?
No, I'm not just blaming
I feel like it's a team effort in terms of we haven't been the same team that we were.
You got one person.
I've got to keep it a buck.
That can't be asked because he's saving himself for the World Cup. The other one who can't be bothered because my job's to get forward.
He's
you know what I mean?
50%.
Right, and this is our defence we're talking about. You know what I mean?
But you know what I mean. We're also going to try and count the fact that we're looking at what they've done, who they are, and if he wants to, like he did for Holland in the international. Do you see how good he was for Holland? This is what I'm saying. He's saving himself for the World Cup.
Yeah. Personally, I don't know if you agree with me, Lee. I'd have Van Dijk and
yes,
Van Dijk and Saliba.
Saliba would be my two.
I rate Saliba. This is because obviously I was sitting up when you were talking about the whole. Saliba for me looks like he's got everything he needs to be an absolute G. Like I agree with you. Like I do like him. Like everything about him. Although I will be honest, if it wasn't for the injury, I think it would still be Konate and Van Dijk based on, I think Konate is better than Saliba. Maybe Saliba can catch him at a certain point, but we're talking about the man of the match in the Champions League final. We're talking about a player who's only 2 years older than Saliba. It's not like he's like 28 or something like that. Like the strength for this guy is, I actually think he'd be stronger than Virgil. I've never seen anybody so strong in my life. He's unbelievable. So
maybe you should go and, this is football. It's not Eddie Hall, you know what I mean?
No, but he's got it all.
So Saliba has got it all as well. Last season, even when he was on loan over there in France, young player of the year in France.
Fair enough. But he wasn't playing against the forwards Konate's been playing against.
So Mbappe.
No,
Messi.
But that's one game.
Right, and when he did come up against them, he was brilliant as well.
That's all he comes up. You played him twice.
Saliba and Van Dijk. Come on, you can't put Saliba.
I'll put Saliba in there. I'm just saying, if Konate was fit, I think the conversation.
I think if he was fit, it might be Saliba and Konate then.
Saliba's in there. Saliba's just been like I haven't seen.
You've been a game changer for us, haven't you?
Yeah, I've not seen I'm going to say it. I'll say it and I'll say it again. I've not seen a player at that age in all the life I've been watching football be that good. A defender. I haven't. And you know what I mean? Look, Van Dijk, I think is fantastic, but at 21, he weren't nowhere near at this level. You know what I mean? Like, nowhere near at this level.
I mean, you don't need to worry about that contract. Because, I mean...
Trust me, they are.
He's only got 20, he's only got 20 months left. And you know what Real Madrid and Barcelona are like?
They're working on it.
Well, the way you spoke, it'll be like Kante, whatever you know.
No, at least he's got 4 years left, you know what I mean?
I think Saliba definitely involved in a thing, but we have to put respect on Matip though, man.
Yeah. Oh my... How the hell did I forget about your world? Oh my days, what am I doing? Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, he's
a lot of people put Van Dijk in their team of the year, but a lot of Liverpool fans are saying, well, Matip was better. Is that right? Matip was better than him last season?
I think there's a very
there's
strong
a presence
argument.
with Van Dijk, isn't there?
Van Dijk's,
you know, if you're talking about bringing in matches, well, I'm bringing Gabriel to the table then.
Because Gabriel's been excellent as well.
If I was in the Liverpool dressing room, I'd be like, hang around him. He's got a penalty in him. I mean, he's all right. He's all right. I think
He's
Ben
all
White
right.
is so much better than Gabriel.
He's all right.
No, he's all right. Like,
See, that's what I'm saying. He's got a penalty, but still, when it comes to Trent now,
Yeah.
it's all right.
I'm having you. Well, I'm going back to that Trent right now.
King Trent does not need to defend.
But Gabriel
All
doesn't
hail King
offer.
Trent.
But Gabriel doesn't offer the other stuff Trent does. There's no argument about him because he's just a defender. So if he's got a penalty in him and he's just a defender, that's an issue, right? That's a totally different debate.
Listen. To me, just going back to it, Saliba and Van Dijk. Come on.
I just think
It's up to you. Like, if
No,
you're
no,
for
I
Matt,
agree.
I mean,
you can have Matt been on your side, but
No, if it
Saliba's
wasn't about form, it's Matip over Saliba, but it's about form, so I'll go Saliba.
it's not just about.
No, I just felt like we just had to mention Matip.
Wait a minute,
Yeah,
even taking the form
I think
out,
he should be
talent
mentioned.
as well.
No.
Talent.
Matip is
Is
unbelievable.
more talented than Saliba.
100%. Have you seen the way Matip dribbles out from the back?
Yeah, I
Have
see
you seen
that.
Have you seen the way he defends? Have you seen the
What
way
do you
he
mean? Why are you
defends?
dismissing it?
Bro, hold
like,
on. What are we doing?
He's not a better defender than Saliba, in my
Matip's
opinion.
amazing, man. Come on,
I don't
Matip.
think he is.
I don't
I rate Matip.
Is Matip fit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he's had
good.
injury problems, hasn't he?
He's good.
Yeah, he's good. I
is
think he's good.
unbelievable.
But I wouldn't. As I said, I wouldn't swap Saliba for anybody.
No, I'm not swapping Saliba. So Saliba,
No,
Van Dijk.
I'll say Saliba and Van Dijk, yeah, but I'm
Okay.
saying, but we can't disrespect Matip. Matip,
Yeah, not at all.
yeah. Saliba just about made it, but.
So there's the centre backs. Saliba and Van Dijk make the team. Left back's interesting because is it going to be Zinchenko or is it going to be Kieran Tierney?
Yeah, we've got options.
So have we done?
Robertson or Tsimikas for you two.
Right,
Right?
listen, if Robinson was
of course,
fit
we've got to
and
take the
playing,
Liverpool one
I think
seriously,
if it
but
was
he-
Robinson fit and playing, and as he's like was last season, he's nailed on. But he's been injured and he's been all over the place this season. Another one, I don't know why.
Ran into the ground.
You know,
I think
maybe
Robertson's
Ben
ran the most for Liverpool since
yeah.
Klopp.
Really?
And I just think it may have just gone down.
Unbelievable.
It's a fantastic. But I've got to go back to the point he makes about Van Dijk and the World Cup. That's a fantastic point. I've never ever thought about that. So
It's not the case for Robertson, though, is it?
No. Well, he's
just tired. Like,
It's just
he's
maybe
just
that's the
tired.
thing. Like, and I just you know, for me, as a left back, if you're going to have, and I'm going to come to this, if you're going to have a right back that's not been able to defend, and we've got that, I want my left back to be able to defend. And so for me, it's Tierney.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
Nah, I'm going Tsimikas. And not to be biased, I think way too many. Remember, we had this
He's a good
discussion before, and I said,
I think he's a good player.
other than Man City, I truly believe Tsimikas will start for every other team in the Premier League. But no one knows.
He wouldn't start for
I
us.
wouldn't start for Arsenal.
No, he wouldn't.
Nah, he would. He would.
We've got Tierney,
I do like
Tierney and Zinchenko.
I mean,
right?
Tierney's
He
never
would not
fit.
start. He wouldn't start. He wouldn't start for us.
I agree.
Tierney's never fit.
If he was fit, I don't think there'd be an
But
argument.
he's fit at the moment.
Tsimikas is
fit at the moment.
Tsimikas is a two-footed left back who can cross
I'm
on
not,
his left.
Can I just say something here? They're conceding goals left, right, and centre. I'm not having 4 out of 5 of theirs at the back. You know, I mean, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Like, you know what I mean?
One who's been told you don't have to defend. As well.
Yeah. I mean,
Right, so to me, we got
can't have 4
because
out of
on the
5.
right hand side we've got Trent bombing out forward. We need. I think
No,
Tierney
Tsimikas is a
Tierney
brilliant
has to be in
defender.
there.
So you're thinking
Tsimikas
tactically
is a
about
brilliant
this.
defender.
Oh, yeah.
You're preparing tactically.
I'm going Tierney.
No, I'm sorry. Like, as Liverpool conceding 3 goals against
Yeah.
Brighton, we're not having 4 of their 5 players in the back when we're not conceding goals all the time. There's got to be something in
I
that.
get that. I
Tierney,
get that argument.
Tierney.
I do get that argument. But I think Zinchenko's been better this season than Tierney.
I'm with you.
a
I
bit
think we're
shocked.
disrespecting Zinchenko.
So
here.
Zinchenko's brilliant. That's why I said we've got
I think
options.
he's awesome.
You got options as well, to be fair, because you got Tsimikas and Robertson. They're both great. If like you said, Lee, I agree with Lee. If everyone's fit and on their best,
We're taking Robert.
it'd probably be Robertson. But he hasn't been at his best for a while. I for me,
Don't underestimate
for the
Tsimikas, you know.
defensive point
No,
of
I'm
view,
not underestimating
because
him.
we got Trent on the other side bombing forward, I'd have Tierney in there.
If I'm picking an Arsenal player, it's Zinchenko, if I'm being honest. He's more on form than
But I'm
Tierney.
on about defensively.
We're only saying, I'll go with Zinchenko, but I'm only saying
we go with
because,
Zinchenko then.
because like,
Cool. All right, Zinchenko, that's cool. He said
Zinchenko would get my vote, not that.
Right,
yeah,
Zinchenko.
I'm only saying because like Trent's bombing on there. I just feel like
Yeah.
you know.
So imagine Zinchenko and Trent both tucking in like as that inverted fullback. Oh, Trent would love that position. If he played for
I
Pep,
would
he'd be
prefer
amazing.
Zinchenko to Tierney first.
Okay,
All right, Zinchenko. Let's go Zinchenko.
Where at?
So Zinchenko at left back?
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
All right, mid. Let's
Okay.
go mid.
Then, well, we move into midfield,
this is
guys.
interesting as well.
So that holding midfield position. Obviously, we've got Partey for Arsenal, we've got Fabinho for Liverpool. Unless you're thinking of Henderson there, but
But this ain't even a competition. Fabinho's another one on the beach. So
Yeah.
I won't even argue that.
Really
I just gotta
conceding
keep-
that quickly?
I don't recognise this Flacco either. Like,
It's
Really?
another one that
Yeah.
drops off. This is the problem with Liverpool.
Surprising
isn't
me
it?
because
World Cup. I don't know. Is he thinking about the World Cup? I don't
I used to
know.
want
Like,
Fabinho.
I'm going to be
Arsenal
thinking about that all the time.
He was
Like,
cold, but yeah, no, I agree with Drifty. This
It's
season.
got that bad.
He's even
it's
argued.
not the same.
Did you
It's
see when
argued.
Klopp told him to do something and he actually waved him off and we're all like, hold on, wait, what? Do you know what I mean?
Do
Like,
you
I don't
know?
know.
Do you know why I'm surprised? Because Van Dijk and Trent also not in great form, but you guys have really fought for them. But Fabinho, you're quite happy to go. It's almost like a different level, if you know what I mean, in terms of the drop-off.
because if it was the original Flacco, like it'd be him. I think he's best DM in the world when he's playing, but it just I don't know. I don't recognise this guy.
Wow.
Partey.
I don't recognise. I'd go
Thomas.
Partey.
Yeah, Partey.
And on the on the other side, Partey's playing brilliantly, and you see the difference.
I just got to keep it real.
So is he Fabinho?
Yeah,
out
no. So Fabinho, the way he's been playing this season, especially the last couple of games, it's like it's not the Fabinho that I saw that was like this guy's the best in his position. No one's touching him. Do you get it? I just feel like his attitude stinks when he's walking around the pitch.
Well,
It's not. Yeah, it's just not the same.
You know his wife.
I get excited watching the Harvey Elliott and Carvalho
Yeah,
play.
his wife Rebecca, she's a real one. Like she's got to pull him to one side and be like, look, what you doing, man? What you doing? Like she'll get him in shape. Don't worry.
fair enough. So Partey makes the team, and then the two midfielders either side. Let's start on that right side. That's typically Martin Odegaard for us. I think for you guys, it's more Henderson, isn't it? Because he's a bit more box to box.
No, not in a free, you know.
Not in a three?
No, not in a free. Hendo plays on the left. In
okay.
a free, it's been Elliot.
Oh, of course.
What about
So,
Thiago?
Thiago as well.
Thiago plays on the left as well. Like, very rare we get Thiago and Henderson in the same team at the
enough.
moment. So it's normally...
It was only last time.
Yeah,
Done
so-
the
so-
Okay.
3-1, innit?
So who are you putting forward?
See, this is a tough one because I think Elliot has arguably been Liverpool.
Who are you going up against Odegaard? Who are you going up?
He's class, Elliot.
The thing is,
Oh, really well.
Elliot has been brilliant in his own right.
Odegaard, I'm picking Odegaard.
But I would go Odegaard.
Yeah.
I would go Odegaard. But Elliot's been brilliant. It's,
No, he has. He's
It's
been
weird,
good.
isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
100.
weird.
Right in this now,
But
I would have gone in. You know.
Well, how much
We
of
agree
a
with
fight
that.
are you going
Let's
to
move
put
on.
up for the informed Granit Xhaka then against
I'm making a
Thiago?
big shout for Granit Xhaka at the moment.
Come
We're
on,
not- we're not gonna
look,
do
we're
this.
not doing that.
We're
We're
not-
being
we're
nice.
not-
We said Odegaard, like we're doing.
we're
I
not
feel
gonna
like,
do
yeah,
it.
you know what? We're not
So
being,
you're bro,
we're not
don't-
being biased.
Wait, hold on,
We're
wait.
gonna be,
Yeah,
we're gonna
wait,
be
wait.
honest.
Very
You're
funny.
biased.
Who are you putting up?
Last season, yeah?
Thiago.
Listen. Last
Is
season
there
we wanted you
even
to be
a
nice.
conversation?
You don't have to be nice no more. Yeah, don't be nice, bro. We don't
Last
need. We
season,
don't
do you
need no
blame me?
favours
Bro,
off you.
do you blame me last
Right?
season? Do you blame me?
Last
On my
season, yeah,
behaviour,
you
do
could be
blame me?
nice for us, but now we don't need no favours.
Xhaka over
At the moment,
Alcantara.
as it stands at the moment, Xhaka over Alcantara. Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know what? It's
You know that's crazy.
At the beginning of the season,
blown
you would have
away.
actually gone the other way around, wouldn't you? But after these 7 games or 8 games that he's
I
played,
don't know the stats, right?
he's been awesome.
I don't know the stats this season, but Xhaka assists goals as well.
He's playing well. He's playing
He's
well.
I mean, brilliant.
He's playing
And
well.
not only that, right? He's everywhere. Like, if you watch him play, obviously you guys don't watch him like as much as we're watching him. He's in the box doing this, but when play breaks down off the ball, he's been brilliant. He's helping out the defense. You see him back in defense. He's everywhere, man. Trust me. I was like, is that Xhaka? I mean, he's been absolutely
Xhaka
amazing.
over Thiago.
Yeah,
That's-
I know what game they're playing now.
Thiago's a better player. But as it stands,
Thiago's form
So
is
someone
brilliant
said-
as
I would have
well.
said
Robbie,
gone
pick
Thiago against Odegaard. I probably might have gone with that. But
Yeah, but Xhaka's got to be in
Xhaka's
it.
got to be in it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if you're not
I
going
can't
to
believe
throw
this.
Odegaard, then I'm like, there's no way Thiago is not in
if
this
anything,
team.
yeah, you know what? If
There's
anything,
no
just
way
anything,
Thiago is
all
not
right,
in
I'll
this
do that because I do think Thiago does deserve to be in the team because of his how
And
good he is.
Odegaard's not been.
And Odegaard
not-
has,
Xhaka's been
but Odegaard's still been good.
fantastic.
But I'll put, we'll give you Thiago, but Xhaka has, Guillaume, we're giving you.
Thiago's the best player in
you
the whole
heard,
thing.
Yeah, you heard. We're giving you that.
Look, Thiago's the
Yeah?
best player in the whole 22.
What you talking about, man? What's he? Ain't
What
really,
player's better than
He ain't really
Thiago?
done it this season, has he? This has been quiet, hasn't it?
I like Thiago, but at the
What
end of the
are we
day,
doing?
This season, what's he done?
It's not just about this season.
No,
We're
what's he
talking
done this
about the
year?
player himself.
No, but currently, what's he?
He's still been one of our better performers. This guy is
One of your-
unbelievable.
Have you seen him pass the ball?
Who's better than
He's a
Thiago?
great passer off the ball.
What Arsenal player
Doesn't score enough goals, though, does he?
No, but that's not his job.
I think that.
What Arsenal plays better than Thiago?
I'll tell you what.
Honestly.
This season,
This season, Xhaka's been
No,
better.
no,
Xhaka's been better than this season.
You carry a laugh, he has.
That is why Arsenal are top of the league
No.
and you're in the mid-table at the minute. That is the reason why.
You tell him, Lee.
Oh, no,
you
it's
tell
right,
him.
though.
That's facts.
It's facts. Like,
That's
you know what I mean?
facts. This
I'm not
season,
saying he's a
the
better
way
player.
I know it hurts. I know it hurts, but it's just...
I'm in the twilight zone.
No, but this is facts. It's facts.
What's fact?
I know what you... Listen, we know what you're saying, right? Thiago.
Yeah.
It seems weird.
One of the best.
One of the best. It seems weird to say that, but this season, Xhaka's been way better
But
than
that cannot be the only metric for this.
No, we're not saying...
Well, that's why we're saying...
That's what we're saying.
Swap it for Odegaard.
Yeah.
Because I just feel that it'd be a disservice to leave out Xhaka right now because he's been so good
I mean, I
this
can
season.
understand where you're coming from, but I'm still surprised.
So you agreeing on Thiago, Partey and Xhaka?
Yeah,
in the
that
midfield?
Yeah.
Although I've got to be honest, that is a really slow midfield.
Yes.
And I'm giving. Can I?
Really-
I know I'm the host. I know I'm the host.
Yeah,
I know
no,
I'm the host.
they will. They'll keep the ball.
But for me, it's Odegaard, Partey, Thiago. But that's all I'll say on it. I just think Xhaka's form.
I like that, honestly.
But
I like that.
Odegaard, Thiago, just
I
pulling
agree
the
with that,
strings
but
in there.
Xhaka's
Oh.
been so good this season. He's been Arsenal's best player.
Your ex-captain.
It's been excellent. I know what's going on in the past.
Is
We
there-
know.
Is
We
there
know.
an element
We know.
of
so
because he
rude.
was so bad, why you
Well, I
lot so
think he's a-
rude
Yes,
as
yes.
well? Do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
In
yeah,
a way,
yeah.
in a
Is that
way,
the
it's a
case?
little bit like Henderson in that when he first come to his Liverpool, remember you guys used to be like,
You
who's this
used to give
guy?
him some stick, yeah.
Used to give him a lot of stick, and then he turned it around, didn't he? It's a little bit, a lot of
Xhaka's been with
similarity.
you lot for a long time, though.
I know,
for this to
but
be
it's
his
a little
first
bit
good
of-
season.
Last season he
was
played
good
well.
as well.
But
He was
this
good last
season,
season.
he's gone up the level.
You know
Guys,
what it is last season?
Let them wait and see on Sunday. Then maybe they
He's
come
been
back
good,
and say
man.
like...
I mean, I hope he hasn't got a little.
So say,
PTSD
you know what,
as
we
well.
sat
He
in
likes the red card.
we
against
sat in
us.
with the Tottenham fans, right? And they said the same thing when we was talking up for Xhaka. They were laughing and mocking and all. What did Xhaka do in that game? Goal and an assist.
That's Tottenham, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different.
Well, no, but I'm just saying.
We're up against
That's
a
what I'm
better
just saying.
opposition now, I'll give you that.
I mean, Bentancur and Højbjerg can't talk to Thiago.
Well,
but I mean,
according
yeah.
to them, you know what I mean? They were laughing at us as well.
They had
They
Harry
were
Winks
laughing
in.
at
They had
us
Harry
and they were
Winks in.
saying,
Yeah,
they were saying the same thing, Xhaka,
Yeah.
ex-captain, this, that, with the armband, and I said, yo, we're talking about
He is playing
now.
well. He is
Look,
playing
listen, last week they even wanted to have Emerson Royal in there. I tell you what, it should
Yeah, they
be
were deluded.
Joke TV, they
He's
should have called
nicking a
it.
living, that guy.
All right, so what we go? Odegaard and...
No, you've gone
No,
Thiago,
Thiago.
Partey,
Thiago.
and Xhaka.
Pass yeah.
Oh, sorry, Martin Odegaard. Anyway, let's get to the front three. I don't see this being quick. Let's start with the number 9 because surely we can come to that quite
That's Jesus.
quickly.
No, and don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I rate.
What?
Who in place of who? Who are you putting up? Who are you putting up?
Oh,
Shotter's only just come back into the team.
yeah, but are we
Seriously,
always just gonna go on
seriously,
the ball?
like, is this
Like,
Tottenham
I think-
TV or something? What's going on here? What's going on here?
Jesus, man. It's Jesus, the
I
number
do
9.
love Jota.
I
Great
mean,
player.
I think he's a good
Jesus
player.
is
I wouldn't
a
have him
G.
over Jesus.
Jesus played well. This season he's doing well. But I saw a stat. Firmino's has the same amount of goals as him this season.
With more assists.
Yeah. Listen to what I'm saying to you, Robbie. Listen. Jota,
That's mad though, isn't it? I know you
and
not
Firmino
thinking
got
what's
the same
going on.
amount of
Firmino's
goals.
got-
He's got 5 Premier League goals.
Yeah, so has
Bournemouth
Firmino.
tax.
Yeah, Firmino's got 3 assists. So he's actually
So he's
better
not got more
statistically.
goals than him. You're lying.
He's got more
No,
goals.
no, he said he's got the same
amount of goals
But
as
he's
him.
got more
Yeah, yeah,
assists,
yeah.
so he's actually statistically better than Jesus.
What?
And that's Firmino. That's our third choice.
Let's see the old statistics comes up.
It's more than just getting on the end of things, right? Jesus
That's not what Bobby
has
does.
transformed Arsenal. And we're top of the league, bro. You're forgetting that at the moment.
It doesn't differ,
And,
though. And that's not disrespect.
he has been integral to that. I'd say he's been our most important player.
Jota's only just come back in the team.
Yeah, he's been our most important player this season, right? Yeah, he's anything. You should be putting Firmino ahead of Jota right now. It's Jesus, man. Come on, you know.
I'm going to be honest. It is Jesus. But
I'm beginning to like you. You know what I mean?
But Jota,
Jota's wicked.
it was too disrespectful to just be like, this isn't a competition.
No,
No,
we're not
a
saying
bit
that.
like you was with our
I
goalkeeper,
said
like, yeah.
And then I
He said
thought,
it's not a competition. I never said it's not a
I
competition.
had to say Firmino's stat because that's the
Firmino's
truth. That's crazy.
I feel
Very good
over
player.
the years Firmino's a very underrated player.
Yeah, I do
Very
as well.
underrated player.
I actually felt that until I see him at Anfield, he scored a hat-trick against us, didn't he?
Yeah, he always scores against us.
Didn't he?
Wow.
Not even a number 9. Like,
No, he's a different sort of
He's
player.
performing brilliantly
You know what
for
I
us.
mean?
He's filled in when the others
He's
have been
stepped up,
injured
hasn't
and
he?
he's done.
Yeah,
Stepped
I
up.
love Firmino.
Yeah, and he is underrated, I'll give you that.
Even our own fan base disrespect Firmino to a degree, and I don't really like it.
You know why I dismissed Jota? Because my first thought was Nunez, Jesus, but also because has he had injury problems this
Yeah,
season? He's barely played.
He's only been
But
back
even
for
last
2
season,
games.
he was actually on fire. But the minute Diaz came in, it was him that made way, and Mane went up front. So it's just like, for whatever reason.
No, I think he got an injury last season and then just didn't get
fair
back
enough.
in.
Fine.
And then he didn't get back in.
It feels like, as good as he is, because I rate him massively, Klopp still has the handbrake on him a little bit. I don't know why, but maybe.
He's one of
it's
those
just
players that
circumstance.
you just love to have in the squad.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
you just, like, he'll play anywhere, up front, left,
Yeah,
right.
he's done fantastic.
He's
He's
hungry.
Best player in the year in the Premier League. He's
great.
He's not even 6 foot.
Yeah, he's a very good player.
5'10". Yeah,
And to
unbelievable.
be honest, when Liverpool paid the money for him, people were a little bit shocked
No,
by
yeah,
it.
it's a good signing.
But it was a good sign. Been a very good sign.
They said the
Unfortunately,
same about
injuries
Mane.
this season. have
Yeah,
concerned me a
20
little
plus goals 2 years in a row. Unbelievable.
All right, let's talk about the right wing.
Shall we start, or is it another
Go on,
brush
kick it.
aside thing?
No,
Is it a quick thing? Because I think it is, personally.
Well, you want to go Saka as well?
Saka, great player. Unbelievable player. Won't be at Arsenal for too long, hopefully come Liverpool. But, come on, guys.
Do you know this is annoying? This is because I think Saka's one of the best players, and he ain't getting in. He didn't get in the Tottenham one, and he ain't going to get in this one.
Yeah,
It's
but
just-
with
it's
the
very
Tottenham
annoying.
one, questionable, but this one, you can't really blame him. Do you get it? Like, he's
I would have put him in the Tottenham one.
Yeah.
I would have.
Oh yeah,
should've been in the
of
top.
course
I
you
would've
should.
put him
Like,
in.
yeah,
was
Like,
annoyed with
with
yeah,
this
we're
one
annoyed
here,
about that.
with this one here.
Yeah, no,
let's be
No,
realistic.
I agree. You can't go.
Do you know what I mean?
You can't.
We
You
gotta
can't.
put-
As much as I love Saka, he's not at that level yet.
Yeah, Salah's,
he's not at Salah's level.
He's not playing well, Salah, at the moment.
He's not playing well, but
By
he's,
his standards, though.
he's
Yeah.
still
He's
world
still
class.
created the
Still
most
a good
chances.
player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's a world class player.
Yeah.
And world-class players, you know what they do? At any moment. At any moment.
Yeah.
It'll
And
be
he,
quiet, but
and
if
I'm
he-
going to be honest, he's the one out of all the Liverpool players, he's the one I fear the most.
okay.
Let's
We'll
go
wait
to
for the left wing, but
let's go
that's
to the
fine.
left wing.
Left.
For
This
Salah.
is very interesting.
This is
interesting one.
Do you know what? This is.
I
He
think-
could chuck Saka into the left if he wanted. Just
This is
give
no.
him some.
This is tough for me because Martinelli's my favourite Arsenal player. I know that's a weird thing to say.
it's Klopp's
but,
favourite
like,
player.
Yeah, that. I mean, how long has he got left on his contract?
He's all right.
Because Klopp, Klopp's. How long you got left on that contract, Martinelli? Like, no, I
But
rate.
then
I rate
the other thing
Martinelli.
is, right, my favourite player in your team at the moment is that Diaz.
I do
Because
like
I just
Diaz.
think he's-
I think
he's
he's
brilliant.
brilliant for you.
crazy.
The way he just cuts in.
Yeah. But
He's,
once he masters that...
it's a bit like, what was it, when Iron Robin? But you know he's going to cut in and you know what he's going to
you
do,
just
but
can't do
you
anything.
can't stop him.
As it happens, when Liverpool having that little bad run at the beginning of the season, he was the shining light for Liverpool.
Yeah,
He was the
yeah,
one
yeah.
keeping
Giving
them
us-
going.
yeah, yeah.
Just give you
It's
the
a really
energy to
hard
get
one,
you
isn't
dressed.
it?
It is hard
Tough.
because I don't think you can choose really. I'm a massive Martinelli fan. And
Yeah,
I
so
do-
am I.
I'm going to be really honest. If I think that Martinelli's ceiling is a little bit higher than Diaz's. I think that
Oh, wow.
maybe go a little bit
How
better.
old's
But,
Diaz?
24, 25. 24, 25.
you know, he's had a big move
I just
where,
think they're just both.
they're both very, very good.
So if somebody literally put those two players in front of me and said choose one, I don't even know.
Why is it that you, as a fan base, had him at the bottom of the you had Emil Smith Rowe, Saka, him, like that little crop of youngsters. Why was he the one at the bottom of the list?
Not for me. it wasn't.
Not for us.
He's
Not for us.
the top of that
Not-
list for me. I've never understood.
There was a
that.
podcast we did 2 years, or about a year and a half ago, and we had this big debate about ceiling, and we both put Martinelli.
Martinelli.
we used to
always
we used to get
been
annoyed that he weren't playing more. You know,
But you're right, a lot of Arsenal
brilliant.
fans tend to look at, I think because they're hair lenders, Saka and Smith Rowe, so there's that pride that they've come through the academy, and they're unbelievable talents. And so Martinelli and Odegaard, for their talent, sometimes get a little bit overlooked compared to those. A little bit.
I'll be really honest. Last week's game, 1-1 going into the second half, Martinelli stepped up to the level that just blew Tottenham away. And I haven't seen that from a long, long while. You know, Diaz done it for you, but he dragged you with that bloody point you got against Tottenham back in the last season. So
He's been doing it a lot.
he's been doing it as well. So
he's just a very.
I personally think I can just tell this is going to be a 2-2.
So of course it is, you know what I mean? And really through nothing other than, we're going to back our man, you're going to back our man.
So,
you know what I mean?
yeah, we could do someone play first half and someone play second
Yeah, we could do that.
Should we leave it to the comments? Should we let this last one be decided by the comments?
It sounds a bit tough.
It's a tough one. And
that's
I'll
a
tell you what,
very-
that's
I'll tell you, I'll
yeah.
talk about Diaz the whole day. I'll talk about Martinelli and
Yeah, I do like Diaz. He's good.
Yeah, he's something.
And listen, what more important about it, he could have gone down the road, you know what I mean? So at least he went to Liverpool, like, you know what I mean?
We've been saving you guys a lot, innit?
You've helped us out on many occasions, and I'll take, you know what I mean? Because I think he's a great.
As well, you know what I mean? By giving us a 3 points, you know what I mean?
I think he's a good player as well, guys.
Yeah, you ain't got him in it. Nunes.
What? And where? Not now.
They've even mentioned him. They've not even mentioned him, Robbie.
We'll give him a bit of time and
he's the little like dark horse that like by next season people.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right on that.
Do you know what?
Bedding in season.
You know what Nunes could do? He could go away, have a really good World Cup, and just come back because I think he's a confidence player, isn't he?
Yeah.
He does play well for Uruguay.
Yeah.
So
that's all he needs, man. Once he gets 1 or 2 goals in the
league. He's just rough around the edges. Once Klopp gets a whole season with him and irons out they had a sit down for like 2 hours the other day. Did you hear about it?
Nunes or Eddie Nketiah?
Come on, we're not going to do that.
Eddie's doing well.
I'm telling you, he's been on fire this season.
Call me, that one. Yeah.
We're not going to do that one.
Hey, listen, there's a debate there.
Why did Arsenal
At this moment in time, there's a debate there. What are you on about?
Why did Arsenal give legend numbers to players that don't deserve it? Like Gallas getting number 10 and him getting number 14. Like, what's that all about, man? You should have retired them 2 numbers.
We should have.
Keita wearing number 8.
Yeah, that's a disrespect. No, it's not sometimes. But it's not as big of a thank you, It's not as big of a It's not as big of a disrespect. This is Henry and Nketiah. Like, that's what
I thought it was Walcott's. I thought it was Theo Walcott's number.
Oh, yeah,
I thought he was the legend.
What are you doing with the number 14? What are you doing with that number 14?
All right, numbers, man.
So let's recap the team then. Alisson's in goal. We've got Trent, Saliba, Van Dijk and Zinchenko. We've got Partey, Thiago, Xhaka. Still can't believe I've got Odegaard. We've got then Salah, Gabriel Jesus, and we're leaving it to the comments. Is it going to be Martinelli or Diaz? I think
what's that? 5 each. Is that 5?
Yeah, 5 each.
That's about right.
Decided.
We wouldn't have got that a few years ago.
Jesus, Partey, Zinchenko.
I mean, we was nice to you. To be honest today.
You're not being nice because Trent shouldn't be in there.
No, we're being nice with you.
Yeah,
but it was a good debate. It was essentially a good debate.
I enjoyed it.
Good debate.
I enjoyed it.
All right, guys, let them know where you can find you, Drifty.
Team Copish everywhere. Drifty _ish on all the platforms. Yeah, man. We'll be doing a watch along for the game as well, and I hope I will be smiling.
Amazing. Izzy as well.
Yeah, you can Izzy. You can find me all over social media platforms. And yeah, man, I'm excited for Sunday. Robbie, we need to have a conversation after the game.
I'll look forward to it.
You're going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Come up, man. Come up. Let's talk.
100.
Don't run. Don't run to the game.
I'm going to scream,
Drifty, we didn't get your score prediction. Sorry, on the last one we got 3-1 from Izzy. We got a, was it
2-1?
2-1 and 2-0 to us.
I thought I'd escaped it. Do I have to?
Sorry, yeah, putting you on the spot there.
Arsenal 14 points.
So that's what they're all thinking about, like, before, you know.
I would not allow that.
All right.
Even Alex didn't
I gave
give
a
an
score
answer, did he?
prediction before. The Rangers game did give me a little bit more confidence, but I just got to keep it a buck. And please don't be angry with me. I think 2-0 Arsenal.
Whoa.
We haven't got an issue scoring, bro. Scoring hasn't been a problem.
We've got
we got Gary, please.
There you go.
I don't think we're in this one, bro. I think this is the one time when they get to laugh at us.
And then they were 14 points. It can't happen.
But bro, this is what I'm saying.
It's illegal.
This is what I'm saying. I don't know how we turn it around.
No. Klopp is shouting at them, man, right now, bro.
I hope I'm
Don't
wrong.
let these guys do it. What?
I hope I'm wrong.
And a big thanks to Robbie. As always, you'll find on AFTV and DR Sports, and Lee, who does League Judges TV and AFTV as well. Go check out the Invincible podcast. Go check out all the previews. And if you missed the first Super Fan Debate, check that out again as well. Big thank you to all of you. It's been fun. That's the combined 11. Let us know your combined 11 in the comment section. And as always, we'll be covering everything from minute 1 to the end on AFTV this Sunday. We'll see you next time.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.